Another day, another video. Welcome back to the channel, everybody. Today we're watching Lost. This is the 21st episode of the third season. Hope you guys have been enjoying it so far. If you'd like to watch today's full episode, it is available for free in the link in the description below. Just click on it, put the password in, and enjoy. Speaking about links in the description, we are running our most liked to dislike characters of this season. Please do have your say. It takes 30 seconds and your results and mine will be shown in the final episode of season 3. So not long away, mate. Literally, we're so close now. So last episode was interesting. I can't believe it's took this long, literally, since Henry / Ben has been obviously introduced into the show. We actually had a backstory of him, and it turns out, yes, he is actually born in normal civilization, just like everybody else. He's been telling everybody that he's been here all his life on the island, but we know that's actually not true. The episode started with a woman giving birth, and she was in the woods, and it was kind of making it look like it was on the island, but it turns out it was in Portland. Yes, that was a place where he took Juliet as well when he recruited her, when he got on, in the car, and he drugged her and took her to the island. And it's interesting, that's his kind of like home base connection. And he technically come to the island when he was a young boy, I don't know, about 10 years old, with his dad, who was Roger the workman, which is really interesting, who resented him because obviously his mum died during childbirth, which is actually really sad. But I do feel like for people like that, because obviously all his life his dad's kind of blamed him for his mother's death, and he's never really treated him that well. And it looked like Ben didn't really, speak a lot as a child as well. But they come for the Dharma Initiative, do you know what I mean? They was there, they was working, they was talking about hostiles, and the hostiles was the original people that was living there on the island. Obviously the Dharma people come, they was doing their own little thing, they put the fences up. We've seen a couple of the tapes that was obviously, that we've seen that Lockfind and Mr. Echo in the different obviously facilities. And like I said, they was going through it, fighting, and he was at war against the hostiles. And the interesting thing is, Ben, he's not really getting on with his dad. He ended up kind of like running away. He's seen visions of his mum here and there. She was like, it's not time yet, it's not time yet. She popped up at his window. He ran into the trees. He found, he found one of his mates. You know what I mean? One of the people that are actually there, the one that give a lot of the information on on Sawyer, that he was a person that had to go and kill his dad. Basically, he was the con man that was, steamrolled the effects of his mum obviously getting killed by his dad and then shooting himself. And he had to take the body back, didn't he, to Ben, basically his dad, so that he could get answers. And, Locke 2 episodes ago did recruit Sawyer, who actually killed him, and he successfully dropped him last episode. Said, look, mate, I want to go speak to the person in charge. Now, this person in charge is called Jacob, and Locke's believing that, it's not really real. He's like, I believe that you've made it all up. You're telling everybody this and that, but you're actually the person calling all of the shots. Now, he was shaking Ben, and he was like, look, mate, I'm telling you right now, Jacob is real. And he's not a guy that you just go over and summon. He's the guy that summons you, you know what I mean? And he said, if you want to go, we will go. And they went up, they went into a room, there was a chair, Ben was talking to him, nobody was there. It literally looked like he was just talking to a ghost. Now, Lockie's not having none of it. He thinks he's chatting out of his bum, mate. And he's like, I'm not believing you. You're crazy and all that. But then he shined a light on him. Started panicking, Ben. Then I did see, I'm pretty sure I seen a body, sat on that chair. Then all this crazy, supernatural stuff started happening. And then, obviously, Locke went to leave. And then he heard someone say, help me. It was crazy. And then on the walk back, Ben turned around and said, look, mate, what did you say? You know what I mean? Like, what did he actually say to you? And then he took Locke to the pit where he buried all of the Dharma people that he betrayed in the past after joining with all the native people. He shot him, threw him in there as well. Said, look, mate, what did he actually say to you? Locke turned around and said, look, mate, he said, help me. He said, well, you know what? If he needs help from you, you need help from him. Let's hope that he does come and give it you. And then he walked off, just left him bleeding out after shooting him. Now, I think it's going to be really interesting to see what happens. Hopefully today we can actually see them come and try and take, Sun and maybe some other people that Juliet pretends is pregnant as well, and see whose side she truly really is on. It's going to be exciting. Thanks for checking out today's episode. If you do enjoy it, please smash a like, really helps out. Subscribe if you're new. And as always, let's jump into today's episode. Oh, someone's stealing the ball. It might be Carl. Finally, we get to see him.
Why does everything have to be such a secret? How about some openness for a change?
Nothing.
Wait, you had one of your flashes again, didn't you?
No, Charlie, I didn't.
A couple of nights ago, Julia came to me and she told me everything.
I've been leaving tapes at the medical station. You all heard what he said. They're coming tomorrow.
While I appreciate your honesty, Jack, it doesn't explain why you brought us out here.
Danielle! When Juliet told me they were coming, the first thing I thought was, where the hell are we gonna hide this time? For the very first time, we know exactly what they want, when they're coming to get it, and they have No idea. So Juliet's gonna mark the tents. There's not gonna be any pregnant women inside. There's gonna be plenty of what we just used on that tree. We're gonna blow them all to hell.
I hope so, mate. Do you know what? You know, Jack annoys me sometimes here and there, especially in the last couple of episodes. But I have said all along that I'm waiting for the moment that these guys here, the people on the beach, are one step ahead. They're always losing. They're always behind. You know, Ben and co always have a plan. They know where they come in, what side. They've anticipated everything, and these are always losing. And this time here, they got the upper hand. They actually don't know that they know, and they can plan it ahead. They can bait them, they can trap them, they can kill them, they can capture them, they can do whatever. It's going to be interesting. I've waited for this for ages, so I hope they don't mess it up. Not had one of these for ages.
Chin up, mate. We're headlining. We're building our fan base.
Will our fan base pay for a new sodding tyre? We're broke. The album's not selling. We're a bloody joke.
Hey, shut it! Listen!
We're on the radio.
Hey!
That's how you would react, wouldn't you, if you heard it for the first time?
Oh, I told you, baby brother. We're gonna be bloody rock stars.
Who are you people about to go to war with?
That's a long story. Wanna ask me something else?
You having a laugh?
Of course not. Never disrespect a fellow Mancunian.
You're the dead rock star. They made a big deal out of you when they found the plane. Huge memorial service, new album. God, it was everywhere. A greatest hits thing. Look on the bright side. You're not really dead, right?
Do you know what it's actually getting me thinking is? Because they've dropped it in three times now that they've died. And last episode, I think Locke's dad or whatever, the one before, he was talking about they're in hell. And now, do you know what? It's getting me thinking, have they all actually died? And they're in heaven? Do you know what I mean? Do you know what I mean? It sounds crazy that, doesn't it? But I don't know, like, I always think that people try and tell you stuff in different seasons, and then you're like, when you finish the show, you go back and like, mate, how didn't I pick that up there? And I just getting that lingering feeling, man, that like they are dead. But then if they are dead, she'd be dead. How would she be talking to? I don't know, man. I actually don't know.
You can get some people to start stripping the plane wreckage.
Good. I should be able to finish rigging these tents in the next 24 hours.
Don't need that much dynamite in one tent, do you? There's about 7
We need
sticks.
to talk about Naomi's phone. I can't transmit using this phone because Danielle's distress signal is overriding the frequency.
The signal has been playing for the last 16 years and nobody has heard it.
We're jamming it. They call it the looking glass.
The looking glass.
Yes, but it's underwater. I have no idea where it is.
Charlie, can you give me a hand with something?
Yo, I'd literally hate him coming over every time. You know, I'd fear the worst.
Are you ready to tell me what you saw this morning?
What I saw, Charlie, was Claire and her baby get into a helicopter.
Rescue helicopter. On this beach. This island, that's what you saw. We're getting bloody rescued.
You're not getting
Tell
rescued.
me I was gonna die again.
Yeah, all right, Charlie. If you don't, none of it'll happen.
Mate, would you do it? Like, I don't know. Like, I'd be selfish, me, say no chance.
There's nothing to be afraid of, Charlie. I'll catch you. I promise.
I did it!
You're swimming.
What are you writing?
I hope he doesn't die, man. It's actually annoyed me how they teased it all season.
All right, tell me.
You're inside a hatch, blinking yellow light. Above a switch. Flick the switch, light goes off, and then you drown.
You sure you saw Claire and Aaron get on that helicopter?
Aye.
Where is it then?
If you followed the story, yeah, I was going to say, if you followed it, Saeed's going there. It was an underground place in it that, you know, Juliet said that she actually doesn't know where it is, but basically that's where Ben's doing his transmission. Now, they're going to go to that underwater facility. He's going to flick that thing. They're going to do the distress call on the radio, and obviously the helicopter's going to come, and they're going to get Claire the baby, and they're going to escape. You know what I mean? And Charlie's content, and he's happy with that. Kind of like Jack was happy with the sacrifice he made, and knowing that Sawyer and Kate was free, leaving him there. Do you know what I mean? Because he knew that his actions was for the greater good, and that's the same as, like, basically Charlie. But I've said it before in this show, and I'll say it again now, and I say it with all different shows. I prefer a death to either be like instantly and it's shocking and I didn't expect it, or the slow build up to the death and you think it's going to happen and it doesn't. Because to me, it's all about the shock factor. It's either, you know, you've teased it and it doesn't happen and I'm like, yes, or, you know what I mean, it happens randomly and you're like, whoa, mate, I did not expect that. Like, having this slow burner all season of Charlie potentially dying, like, to me, not that it doesn't interest me, but like I don't want it to happen. Do you know what I mean? Like I'm watching it all the time. Like, mate, I hope that he don't die. I hope that goes wrong. I hope that changes. You know what I mean? Where, like I said, I'd rather it be just instant and I didn't expect it, but like, what the F has just gone on there? Or, do you know what I mean? Like, this happens, he flicks a switch, I expect him to die, Claire gets rescued, they fly away, and then, like, somehow someone pulls him out, and I'm like, oh, thank God, mate. Do you know what I mean? What a guy. Sacrificed himself, but he stayed alive. So, that's my play, anyway. That's what I hope for.
Can you tell me anything you might know about this place?
I've never been down there. There was some accident. Ben told us that the station was completely flooded.
The diagram shows that the looking glass is connected to the island by a cable. It will show that this is the very same cable down the beach which runs into the ocean.
Now, I'm not letting you go on some suicide mission just to flip a switch.
I'll do it. I was junior swim champion in Northern England. I can hold my breath for 4 minutes. I know exactly what you're talking about, Jack.
And there's no reason to do this now. We're gonna focus on the others. For 90 days, I've been asked to make decisions for this entire camp. There you go. I just made one.
입 들을 때 줄리엣이 우리 이름을 부른 하던데 모두 다 당신을 보고 있었어. 혹시 임신 때문에 그런 거 아니야?
통파로 줄리엣이 간사실에 데려갔는데
괜찮대?
아주 건강하대요.
Oh, Carl's back.
He was in the cage next to me. I know this guy.
They're coming.
Sorry you came all this way for nothing, but we already know. Because when your people show up here tomorrow night, we're gonna be ready for them.
No, they're coming tonight.
Is Juliet still playing the field or what?
They're coming right now.
Ah, wonder if... See, that'd be really interesting, that, wouldn't it? Because Juliet's made it look like, yeah, I'm on your side and giving you all this information, but it's too late, mate, when you're already taken. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's really interesting. I still don't know. Like, I've got to be honest, I'll hold my hands up. I have no idea if Juliet's... what side she's on. I have no idea what side she's on.
Hey. When'd you get back?
Here's your gun back. Ben, what's going on? Where's Ryan?
He's at his tent. Are you
It's
alone?
time to get them.
Moving up the schedule, but Juliet may not be ready. What if she hasn't had time
Then
to
we'll
identify
take all
the-
their women. If any of them are stupid enough to get in your way, kill them.
Thought you were bringing Rabbit.
You have to go.
Find out I was out here?
No, but he's sending Price to their beach camp right now. You have to warn them. Austin and Ford saved your life. You owe them.
Get caught. Your father's gonna kill me this time.
Is he my father?
Does he know? I don't know. That was good, that, though.
Now go.
He grafted to get over there, hasn't he? He proper grafted to get over there in time.
You trust him?
What about her? She's a spy.
I know, Carl.
I figure out a different way of setting that dynamite off. We could shoot. We don't have enough guns. He said that 10 of them are coming, armed.
Not the others, the tents.
Lead everyone to the radio tower. Everyone. If this doesn't work, we can't risk losing the chance of getting in contact with Naomi's boat. So everything has to happen at the same time. You still up for a swim?
Yeah, I believe I am. I'll go with him.
But usually we have these episodes where you have a flashback and they do die in them.
As you have spent another year as the only drug-free rock star in the world, I'm gonna share a little-known fact with you. Finland is the bloody North Pole. Therefore, very special gift for you this year. Family heirloom, and that's why we named the band after Dexter Bloody Stratton. I know. I'll be lucky if I hit 30.
Don't say that, Lee.
The ring has to stay in the family, Charlie. Take it.
I'll hold on to it.
That was a deep convo, but I like it. I guess he's going to give it Aaron.
Why didn't you tell me you were going to do this?
Didn't want you to worry. You gotta promise me something. While I'm gone, don't worry about me.
Reckon he might tuck it into his clothes or something.
I love you.
Be careful, Charlie.
I don't know, I didn't see it. Do you know what I mean? I'm thinking in my head, do you know what I mean? He was talking about passing that ring down to generations or something, pass it on to his kids and all that. And, you know, Liam's give it to him, and I was thinking that he was going to give it to Aaron, but the fact that we didn't see that makes me think that hopefully, you know, things don't go as planned. You know what I mean? Like, it's just the way it is. I'd rather, well, to be honest, I don't care if they get saved or not. You know, so I'm going to watch it anyway. I'd rather stay on the island and Charlie be alive. Like I said, they teased it for ages. I like Charlie. He's one of the characters that I enjoy. I feel like he's progressed really far, to be honest, from the drug guy that we've seen earlier on in the season 1 to where he is now. I like his story with Claire, to be honest. I feel like he gives Claire a reason to be in the show more as well, and the baby. It just, like, if he wasn't there, then, like, what would... I'm not saying Claire and the baby revolve around him, but, like, you can easily utilise them with him and give them screen time, and it makes me see more of the recurring characters a little bit more. If he wasn't there, you'd have to give Claire an actual story as well, and then to get her in and be part of the group. Do you know what I mean? So like, I don't know, as overall, I think Charlie and Claire work together, and the amount of screen time that they both get is good enough. I don't feel like it needs to be taken away. Is that Naomi stood in front of him?
Oi! Oi! Get the hell away from her! What are you doing? Leave her alone! Pardon me while I have a heart attack. Last time I was in a fight, I was 8 years old.
Well, that makes you even more of a hero. You are a hero, sir.
Should bring you down quicker than swimming. So I just take it off when I hit bottom. So how long can you really hold your breath for? Does it matter?
Everyone's gathering down at the south end of the beach. No one's staying behind with the shooters. Rousseau says it's about a day's walk up to the radio tower.
I'm not taking them to the tower.
It was my idea.
And I'm perfectly capable of executing it.
I owe them.
What are you more concerned with? Killing the others? Or getting our people off this island? This afternoon, you said you were our leader. It's time for you to act like one.
I think I can help you guys out. I'm a really good paddler.
Too big. You won't fit in the boat.
Sound cool, man.
Wait! It's fine. I don't even want to go on your stupid boat. Just remember I love you, man.
Oh, it's well sad. I feel like they are building it now. Like, this is the one that I feel the most that they built up to it.
Tents are all marked. Where's that?
That's how you find the third shooter?
Yeah.
That's my little sweetheart. We're just gonna go for a little walk, so hold on to Mum, okay?
Now I feel like Charlie is gonna die. That's a wound of that. I'm hoping that he don't now and comes back and gets it. I like how they've done that with the cable, actually. Tied it around there, dragging himself across. Oh, before we go into this, right, I was thinking, if you was on an island, would you let your mate kill themselves to let you get free? I don't think I could, mate. I think I'd rather stay on the island, and I know it sounds mad that, like, well, in different ways, to be honest. It's mad. I think, one, it's mad that you're happy and content with your friend to die so you can succeed. Like, but also, like, I think it's also mad saying that, you know, you'd rather stay on the island and just be not rescued and just live there, you know, but I just feel like Charlie's doing a good thing and he deserves to go as well. And I just seen that thing in the ring, and I'm thinking that is the last straw. You know what I mean? I feel like they built it up so long. They've done it this episode where it actually means a little bit. I feel like it. Usually, the couple of backstories that we have as well. We had a Mr. Echo one, he died when we had the backstory. We had Anna Lucia backstory, he died. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like when you get their backstories, then you die in that episode. And I feel like it is coming. I feel like he might die today. And no matter how much I want it to happen, I'll be sad anyway. You know what I mean? Even though he built it and I feel like it's been teased, I'll be sad when it actually does.
Do you want a blanket?
Oh, thanks. I got one.
Well, you're warming for two. So, first plane crash.
What gave it away?
You can always spot the newbies. We're gonna be okay, you know. We're alive on a beautiful island. Before you know it, the helicopters will come and take us all home. I'm Charlie.
I'm Claire.
I want you to give this to Claire for me. It's the 5 best moments of my sorry excuse for her life.
You don't have to do this, Charlie.
No, you flashes.
Maybe I keep seeing you die because I'm supposed to take your place. I might be luckier than you.
You know, I respect Desmond a lot for doing this, actually, if he does go down. Fair play, Desmond, man. You know, he's gained a lot of respect from me. Oh, is Charlie going to do it now? Interesting. They pulled me in with that, man. They pulled me in with that. I was well hopeful. It's mad that, because he kind of like knows he's going to die. That is actually so deep in it. I reckon he can survive then. Surely he can survive.
I'm alive. Ah! I'm alive!
Don't tell me that's Annie. Oh, well, I mean, that's obviously not happened the way they planned it. You know what I mean? Like, that's clearly not the vision that Desmond had. He's gone down... Well, Desmond's vision was he's gone down there, seen the blinking light, he's flicked it, the radio tower's become okay. They've managed to call it, bring a helicopter in, take Claire away. He's happy, do you know what I mean? I've sacrificed himself, I'm all good with it. They've gone down here, there's people there. I was thinking that maybe one of them females, this is the girl. Do you remember last episode when we had the Ben story? And there was a girl on the island that met him at the start, and she was called Danny or Anne or something like that. And she gave me his little doll things for his birthday as well. And we didn't see anything. We seen a lot of her in that little section there when he was in school, when he first went there. Do you know what I mean? When he was sat on the swings. And then when we turned to Ben as an adult, she was gone. And he cut a deal with Richard dinner. They come in, they infiltrated everybody, they gassed everyone, they killed them. But did he kill her? Or did he tell her? Where did she go? You know what I mean? That's what I was thinking. Maybe he sent her down here. She's working as part in this facility. They've obviously got guards down there, which makes sense to me. It does, you know. I obviously misread how the facility would be. I didn't expect it to be that big. I thought it was going to be like a small little control room or something. It's a full-on rig. And, yeah. If it is that big, you would expect it to be manned and there'd be people there and they'd be guarding it. And especially if it's jamming the whole island as well, it makes total sense. Now, the interesting thing is, they teased us all season. They've teased us with a Charlie death. They had it all emotional there. See what I mean? Like, to me, I've been trying to say, it's all about being emotional. You can get there, you can get the feels, and then when it doesn't happen, you're like, good. Because it's all about the build-up or the shock factor that you care about the most. Nobody cares about the death. Like, you're not like, oh, Charlie's died. Like, because we built that up. It's all about the build up and how you play it. And like when he got hung the first time and then he was alive, that was fine because you had the anticipation. Oh my god, I didn't expect him to get. Has he died? No. Oh, Jack saved him. Thank God for that, mate. The whole build up was good, and that was like today's. I thought the build up was good. It felt like he was dying. We had the episode. We had his backstory, we had the ring getting dropped, we had him going over there, right, in top 5 great, he sits down, Desmond about to sacrifice himself, which he gained a lot of respect from me for that, Desmond. You actually really did. You gained a lot of respect from me for doing that. Then he got knocked out, then he stood there, then he was crying, and then he's gone down, and now this. I'm hoping now he stays alive. But again, do you know what I mean? Really interesting. I thought it was a good episode. I'm excited for the next 2. So far, all the finales have been really good on this show. So, do you know what I mean? I can't wait to see what it goes like. And I hope there's no hiccups. It's the first time that they're one step ahead of everybody. And I want them to succeed. I actually do want them to succeed. Okay, that is going to wrap up the 21st episode of the 3rd season of Lost. Hopefully, you guys have been enjoying it so far. If you're not yet voted for your most liked to dislike characters of this season, please do take 30 seconds to click on the link in the description, have your say, and your votes and mine will be shown in the final episode. I cannot wait to see who you guys choose. Very interesting stuff that's going on today. Teasing of Charlie's death. Obviously, he's alive, ending the episode anyway. And I'm excited to see what's going on down in this rig. How many more people are actually stationed here? There's 2 of them right now. We know that obviously there's 2 down there, but there's going to be more coming to the island. It seems like a team of 10 has been sent from Ben separately, like a day earlier to what they proposed, and you know, they've still got the heads up. For the first time ever, it feels like the camp have a chance to actually get one over on obviously the people on the island. Now, I want it to succeed, to be honest. I really, really do. I mean, I'm all for a good back and forth and a good win here and there, but like all of the time, the others have currently won. And this is the first time we know that they come in. We've got dynamite, we've got traps, you know, nobody's there. They think they're going to take all the women. Literally, Ben to a rogue. It's like, take everyone, take all the women. We'll deal with, you know, who we need when they get here. If any men try and stop you, kill them. You know what I mean? Crazy. I like how obviously Alex has ran over, told Carl, said that, you know, James and you know, Kate saved you. You owe it to them. Take the gun, go over there. He's gone. He's tried to obviously like grass her up. She already knows. Shows that he's telling the truth though, Carl. Do you know what I mean? Basically by explaining something about Juliet. And now, like I said, they've got a team going over to the tower. They've got a team obviously waiting in the sea, and they've got a team waiting for everybody to infiltrate the island. Now, I don't know what's going to happen because Desmond has seen a vision, and it seems like most of his visions so far have come true. You know what I mean? We've seen Claire drowning. We've seen him being shot in the neck with the arrow. We've seen the helicopter come down. What else have we seen? We've seen the lightning striking. Do you know what I mean? So it seems like what he does see is actually happening on the island, but right now it seems like this one's just totally gone south. It doesn't seem like it's anywhere near what he anticipated. Now, like I said, going to the tower is, to me, a thing that they should have done ages ago. But learning that there was a jammer down there, it wouldn't have been any point anyway. You know what I mean? She's been putting that signal out for 16 years, but nobody really sees it because they're jamming it and only their calls can go out. So I do think that they're going to do it. I do think that he's going to be successful. I wish that Desmond actually goes down there as well. I was saying, could they not both go down there together? It would have been better, to be honest. They wouldn't have been able to survive and fight against the 2 females that have come out with weapons just then, because they would have been drained of energy. It was a long swim, wasn't it? Do you know what I mean? It is far down. And like I said, you know, he was trying to gather his breath back when they come out and pulled it on him. So the interesting thing to me is going to be what happens with Locke, obviously, in this situation here. Like, we're still not seeing him. He's still left in this pit. Is, you know, Jacob going to go and save him or not? He did say to Jacob, well, Jacob did say to Locke last episode, like, save me, you know what I mean? And Ben's obviously not really happy with this. He shot Locke and threw him in there, and he was like, well, if he needs you to save him, maybe he can come and save you. I can't see Locke anyway getting out of that pit himself on his own, especially with the wounds as well. It looked really, really deep. And like I said, we had no mention of him in today's. So we've still got him going on with, obviously, like I said, the rogue stuff that Ben's trying to do and infiltrating the Merle. They're planning for it. And I want the next two episodes just to be chaos and action and fighting and killing, if I'm being totally honest. I really, really would love to see that. And usually we've not been disappointed. So last two episodes, probably going to be the best two of the season. That's what we love to see. You know what I mean? Knowing that you're excited for the next episode and then knowing it's going to be good as well, you can't beat it. It's literally the best feeling. I can't wait to watch it. Thanks for checking out today's. If you did enjoy it, please smash a like, really helps out. Subscribe if you're new. And as always, I'll catch you in the next one. Cheers, guys.